For poor people, the Georgia National Fair has really become like home, and they still get that same rush as they did all the way back in 1990 when things first got started.
Yeah, Sarah Hammond kind of goes in and tells us why these employees keep coming back year after year.
30 years ago, Pat, Richard, Cindy, and George walked onto the fairgrounds for the first time. Little did they know they would still be a part of it 30 years later.
I never expected to be here 30 years when I first started.
George Neal was hired 30 years ago as an electrician. Now he works as the physical plant director.
When we first started, we just hooked stuff up. No problem.
He says now the fair is a lot bigger, and that means the electrical grid is a lot more complicated. Cindy Ballou says she remembers those first few days back in 1990.
We had never run a fair before, so we were kind of thrown into it.
Ballou is in charge of just about everyone's favorite part of the fair, the food.
To me, it's like a family reunion having all these vendors and concessionaires come back.
She says she still feels the same sense of pride when the gates open as she did that first year.
This is our pride and joy. This is like our baby, so we want to show it off.
Pat Allagood started in accounting and retired a few years ago, but she just couldn't stay away, and she still comes back every year to help out.
It's so family-oriented. There's something for everybody.
Richard Scuderi started as a landscape engineer during that first year, and now he's the chief operating officer. After all these years, he says it still amazes him to watch the fairgrounds fill up with rides in just a matter of days.
We have 500,000 people come through the gates, and 99% of them have a great time, and that's pretty special.
One thing they can all agree on, working at the fair is so much more than a job. It's home.
The fair, the fairgrounds, and everything has just become part of my family and part of my life.
In Perry, Sarah Hammond, 13 WMAZ News.
Now, Neil says that the fair not only gave him a job, also his wife. It's a love story, okay? They met when she worked in the livestock department. They have 4 children, and guess what? Everyone loves the fair. Surprise,
What
surprise.
are the odds?